Hi guys, thanks for joining us today. My name's Shil, I'm an Associate Director here at Amber Homes, and this is...
My name is Ibrahim Qureshi, I'm the Executive Director for Sales and Investment at Amber Homes.
So we're Amber Homes. We're a platinum agency here in Dubai with access to government and private developers, meaning that we're able to service your needs when it comes down to your property purchases. Now, Ibrahim, we've been hearing about Dubai citizenship and the opportunity which may arise in the future for people potentially to get citizenship and as a permanent residency here in Dubai. Tell us more about this.
Well, Shil, thank you. And something is brewing. I can sense that, I can feel that. And Dubai citizenship, I don't think it's a far-fetched idea. I think it's a matter of time. But having said that, something new recently came up, and Dubai has announced a 10-year blue residency visa. Now what that means is that is to attract people who have done sustainable work in environment and sustainability. So what Dubai is doing, what it's always been doing, and I think it's really progressive and good, is scouting this new talent and inviting them to Dubai. Now you have entrepreneurs, you have entrepreneurship categories, you have musicians, you have doctors. So with all these different categories coming in, I think that is really enhancing the pool of talent that Dubai has and how it's going to impact the future growth, not only for the region, but for the world.
Wow, sounds great. And I think Dubai will become that continuous hub of innovation which they're wanting to be.
Oh yes, but since we're on the topic, I know that you have extensive knowledge and understanding, and Dubai was very successful in launching the 10-year golden visa that was tied up with the residency. You want to talk a bit more about?
Yeah, so look, the golden visa has done wonders for Dubai. So people like you and me, we're immigrants into Dubai. We've been here. We're having a career here. We're living our life over here, wanting that little bit more stability. Obviously, with our savings and our work, we can invest into a property. The benefits of obviously doing a property investment means that on the back end of that, you've got somewhere potentially to live or an investment here in Dubai as well. So we're seeing a lot of people take that up. Not just people who are here at the moment,
yes,
but then a lot of people from abroad who wanted to come across and actually find a reason or find another residency in the world. We're seeing a lot of that happening here. But Dubai, being the hub that it is, we know that obviously from outside, if you look outside today, you'll see that the roads are packed. Why? Because we have Gulf food on at the moment.
Yes.
So it is that hub. People are always here and exhibiting and also growing their businesses. In fact, later on this week, we've got the boat show.
That's going to be a fun time. The weather is beautiful right now in Dubai, and if you're planning to go there, don't leave me behind.
All right, cool, no worries. We'll jump on a yacht together. How's that?
Sounds good.
So tell me, Ibrahim, how's the real estate market shaping up? Like, what are we saying in terms of supply and demand?
Well, it's very interesting. One of the really amazing things that's happening with Dubai is the population growth. So you have professionals moving to Dubai, that's businesses. Because the region is growing in general as an economic hub, so there's so many people relocating to Dubai. And I see reverse immigration taking place from Europe, from UK, from North America. Now, in terms of population numbers, if you look at, we were sitting at about 3.1 million people in 2022. Today, Dubai is sitting at 3.8 million as of 2024.
Yeah.
Now, the Vision 2030 by the government of Dubai is they're targeting 7 million people.
Okay.
Now, with that number of people coming in, one of the most important thing that people require is a place to live, housing. So what we are looking at in terms of numbers, that the housing supply and demand is already having a huge gap. So in order to meet that number of almost 7 million people, we're looking at about 120,000 people to come every year to Dubai.
Okay.
Now, the current numbers that I'm looking at in terms of the overall supply, that includes the apartments, the townhomes and the villas, you're looking at about 85 to 90,000 units a year. So we are already sitting at a supply shortfall, which means driving higher prices, which means that 2025, I think, is going to be another great year. So people who are sitting on the sidelines waiting to jump in, that the market is going to slow down, there's a bubble, guys, don't waste your time. The time to get in is now, so you can leverage on your money and get a great place at a great price, because the timing is just perfect.
Sounds good, sounds good. You mentioned something there about the immigration or the reverse immigration when it comes down to people moving from abroad, or millionaires moving across. Tell me, where was the place that we saw the most millionaires leave?
Hey, I'm going to throw you a quiz question. So Dubai has been a destination, a hot destination for millionaires in the world to move. We know that Dubai is number one Interestingly, in 2024, 6,700 millionaires moved to Dubai.
Wow.
You want to take a guess who was the second country
Where
where millionaires moved?
Where millionaires move to? I'm gonna guess that we're probably gonna look at maybe the US at the moment.
You are right.
Hey,
3,800 millionaires moved US. But if you look in terms of the size of the population, with Dubai sitting at 6,800 and US 3,800, says a lot about the confidence.
Of course.
And guess which is the number 3 country?
ooh, I want to say, well, no one's gonna move to the UK at the moment. I know that. Having
That's
left it
right.
myself.
Yep.
I'm probably gonna say somewhere like I don't know, Qatar, Saudi, or am I way off?
Look at South Asia.
Oh, okay. So would we be looking at Singapore?
There you go. So Singapore, you had about 3,500 millionaires move to Singapore last year. So if you literally put Singapore and US together, Dubai is already right there.
Wow.
So that says a lot about the confidence of the people coming in here. Now we know that millionaires moved here. Shil, you want to take another guess?
Go on.
So where are these millionaires moving away from and coming to these countries? Which is the number one?
100% you're going to tell me that UK has lost heaps of millionaires this year.
UK is there right at the top.
Okay.
Second one?
Ooh, where are some millionaires leaving? Would they be leaving China at the moment?
China, 15,200 millionaires left China in 2024. That's a huge number.
That's insane.
And one other big country, and I'll give you a guess, that is one of the biggest buyers in real estate in Dubai, that nationality.
That's going to have to be the Indians, right?
There you go. So
Wow.
India. So India, China, and UK, that's where you have the most amount of millionaires moving. And they're all relocating, made their home in Dubai. Whether it's for business, whether it's for real estate, whether it's for family, safety, education, health, Dubai has to offer it all. I'd like to understand a bit more from you that what are some of the property segments that we have in Dubai? What are people eye on? What are the trends suggesting? And with your experience in the Dubai real estate market for the last over a decade or so, what do you think? Where would you be putting your money?
So I think very, very clearly, when it comes down to real estate in Dubai, you've got to think a couple of things, right? Now, here in Dubai, one of the things that I say is that we don't necessarily measure distance. What we measure is time, because time is money, right?
Very
we realize that here in Dubai.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so we're seeing a whole lot of infrastructure come into place, which will support people's time to get from homes to key locations, whether that be downtown, whether that be entertainment zones like the Palm, etc. So that's what it all comes down to. And because of that, we're looking at zones and areas where we're seeing a lot of people move to, which may not be what you would have thought Dubai currently is.
Very interesting.
The kind of properties is actually what's driving this as well. So we have large villas, we have seafront apartments. These are the kind of places that I'm seeing a big trend, or people move into, or people wanting to invest into and make their future homes.
So we know that Dubai has 3 segments: the apartments, the townhomes, and the villas. Now, if you had to put your money in the next 2-3 years in terms of appreciation growth, where would you put your money?
Well, look, I think personally, I would definitely, if I had the right capital, I'd definitely go into a villa. I'd go into a villa community, something by a government developer or a government-backed developer, and I'd go in there because I know that that's a strategic purchase, because it will go into a zone which will become a hub and really well connected.
And I think I agree with you there, because townhomes and villas both seem to be that sector of growth, because the family sizes that are relocating to Dubai usually is a family size of 3+1 or 4+1.
There you go.
And they need bigger spaces. They're used to living in bigger places. And I think that part of the segment is so little, so it's going to probably appreciate the most, right?
Absolutely. I think one of the ones which still stand out to me, and this, I guess, maybe there's an emotional tie there, I really like waterfront. So
we all do.
There you go. So I believe anything waterfront apartment wise, if my budget takes me to a waterfront apartment, that's where I'd put my money into. I'm not saying that there is a bad investment anywhere else, but at the end of the day, you ask me my preference, this is where I'd be definitely putting my money into.
I agree. And well, you touched something very interesting about developers. So I'd like to maybe bring to your attention, I'm sure you know that already. that in Dubai we have two kind of developers. We have the government developers and then we have the private sector
Correct.
developers. Now there are advantages, a lot of advantages with the Dubai Holdings, which is probably the biggest portfolio with Meraas, Nakheel, Meydan, Dubai Properties, and also Emaar now,
Yeah.
getting part of it. So, what would you say in terms of really where people should move in? I mean, your pick would be more skewed towards government developers or going towards the private developers. What's your advice on that?
So look, I really value government developers, and the developers you've highlighted clearly, they know what they're doing because they're the people who are shaping the city. They're shaping what Dubai is going to look like. Emaar, not being fully governmental, but certainly governmental backed. Again, they're always going to the right strategic locations to make sure that things happen around them. If you look at what's going to happen in the Creek, the Creek Harbour, I think that's going to be a stunning central zone. And when that place comes to life, I think people will be like, I wish I put my money there. You've still got time now, and I think it's still a wonderful place to put your money there. Going back to the other developers,
right.
You see the difference that I find is that the government developers will give you what I call quite an aggressive payment plan. Now, the advantage of going with a non-governmental developer is that you'll get a lot more relaxed payment plan.
Correct.
Which makes it easier for some people to make this investment. And the reason behind that is the government developer will only take the money from people that they know or are committed to joining this vision with them, whereas the others are tailing on to what the government developers are doing.
And I like to supplement what you just said, because one of the things that I realized that everything in the Dubai is owned in terms of land bank by the Dubai Holdings. So
Correct.
Any private developers that do come, they get different location. Of course, the prime locations go to them. And I see that the appreciation seem to be a much higher also on the government developers. Not to say that the private developers are doing great, they are, but because of the community building and the kind of leverage the government developers have, it seems that it has been a very trustworthy segment for people to invest. Now, I think going forward, we should explore more. I think bring to our viewers more information and more knowledge about what's happening in Dubai, not just in the real estate market, on the social side, on the business side. What are some of the advantages to make companies here, and what do you have to say about that?
I think one of the things that people will probably be surprised about is how easy it actually is. To come here, to set up your life here. We've both done it. We weren't immigrant. We were both immigrants here, right? So we've both done it, and we realize how easy it is to come here, set up life here. And I think for the viewers, those who aren't in Dubai or haven't experienced what's happened, then definitely we'll bring this to them.
Sounds good. To our viewers, goodbye for now. Stay tuned, and for more information, log on to umberhomes.ae.